Okay, here we go with MA Uruk for our cap defense sub. It's turn 53, and let's see how our counter rating did. So we take on Satis and the Yellow Mountains. Here's our thug. So he's a little bit of a protection moss body thug with decent defense skill. And unfortunately these elite warriors stuck around, so we'll see how we deal with that. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Some resistances, some reinvig. We're at 85 fatigue, which isn't great. We got 24 protection with moss body and 10% regen. And he dies damn near immediately. So if we take a look, one thing I did not cast on him, and I should have put it instead of Elemental Fortitude, was Gift of the Hair. That would give him a higher combat speed, and maybe he could hit first and delete a tile. Anyways, he gets hit, 0 damage, 0 damage, 0 damage, 3 damage with a trident. Miss. Finally someone missed. Gosh, his defense was actually decent, but everyone was hitting him. Like decent attack rolls against yeah. Missed him. A mega damage roll. A little sad this happened so quickly. Plus 22. So I don't know, something like 3 6s probably got rolled. And dealt him 22 points of damage, which killed the moss body. And then he took another 6 points of poison damage. And then he gets hit again. So his like 20-something defense did nothing for him here. Meanwhile, he did manage to get 1 hit off. And he got the most unlucky damage rolls on these elite warriors. So for instance, if we look at the tile that he hit, this one's left with 1 HP, 4 HP, and 1 HP. So if he had just distributed the damage a little bit better, he would have at least scored a couple of kills. As it stands, Satis gets a clean W and kills my little heroic thug. Yeah, he just 8 damage. Just over and over. Yeah, 13 plus 12 against 21 plus 4 defense. It's just unfortunate. Some of these attack rolls. Plus 11, plus 12, plus 15, plus 10. So, just plus 13. Yeah, just a lot of very high attack rolls. So, and he dies. So, that's disappointing. That means even if we succeed in the deep raid, we're not going to be able to trace income. And so, Asphodel comes in and moves in on some Satis territory with a ghoul. Oh my goodness. Ran from the militia. Oh, it's like the keep distance script. Okay, I don't care. Alright, so the Jaguar Tribe warriors eventually went out. And then I go ahead and raid this from Asphodel. And so I come in with my Draconians, who care not. They actually do a decent amount of damage on that one. And then I move into Ursterthorn with the main army and just find PD. And then I move into the Oak Halls with the 3 mage goon squad. There's a little bit of stuff here. In retrospect, this guy probably would have been actually more effective just spamming Frozen Heart behind the other 2 guys, but yeah, he takes a bunch of hits, but he ends up doing alright. Alright, so it's just enough. And then Ancus was discovered. So we found the scout. Oh, no, our scout was discovered by the big Satis army. And this was another clever play I thought the Satis player did. Well, maybe it was clever, but he kind of... It wasn't really scripted. And so it was either laziness on his part, or he didn't want to give away what his script was going to be. And none of these mages have any gems on them, so they can't get gem baited. I don't think. So it's just a big communion mage ball and Skelly spam at the moment. You know, some wooden warriors getting cast. And then, yep, they steal the scout. So now they have a very expensive, well, not very expensive, but they have an 8 gold unit that can get diseased now in their land. Alright, so Ashdod had told me he was coming in for this stuff. I was a little bit sassed by it at first. Like, what do you mean? Like, you're claiming to be my friend and you're taking all this stuff. He claimed it was a prior agreement. I could never get in touch with the previous player to confirm, so I just rolled with it. I did let him know, though, I was taking this back, and I planned to take this, and I wanted to be able to trace the income, because I need to be able to pay my troops. So if he wants this army to do stuff against Satis, it would be easier if I could just take these provinces and get some gem income and money, rather than having him fork it over. And yeah, so the plan is I'm going to raid this, and then I'm going to move down to these 2 again. I'm assuming this group will either come here or retake this. If I were Satis, I'd probably have it retake. Hopefully this group is dead, and then this group's going to move and patrol back onto the capital, and I'm going to hope I don't get assassinated. And these guys are joining the raid. So, yeah, and I had a bunch of... Apparently there was a bunch of scouts over here in, like, Kalem. I don't care what Kalem's doing at this point, so I'm moving all these scouts back home. And we're gonna see what we can see with them. We have a bunch of scouts in Satis too, which I like. So we can see what's coming. We know about this giant freaking army here. And there's a big army in his capital. And so, yeah. And we got our new little thug with a frost brand. So he's gonna come in here. He's got Iron Skin, Moss Body, Temper Flesh. So the Earth Path I really like on him. So then Blessing, Breath of Winter. Did I learn my lesson? Gift of the Hair? I did not. So he could get mulched, but by Lizard Warriors maybe. And then I'm recruiting a bunch of these Enkidu Royal Guard. And that's it for turn 53. So I'll see you in turn 54.